So what's the best modification that you can do on a C6 generation Corvette, particularly any car for that matter that's very low to the ground? So as you can see, my car doesn't have a whole lot of ground clearance. My car is substantially lower than a stock C6 Z06 would be. This has to be the best modification. Okay guys, check this out. I have a full 2-inch lift on the car. I'm using pneumatic air cups, and wow, isn't this cool? Look, you have no problem getting over speed bumps. You have no problems going over any driveways. You can go up pretty much any incline. I mean, you can see, you know, look at that. I can fit almost my entire fist in the wheel well of the car. That's a 2-inch lift on these pneumatic air cups. So basically what I'm using is an air compressor, air tank, and a little bit of valves to these air cups on my coilovers. Yes, you do have to have coilovers in the car, which means that you have to get rid of the leaf springs, but wow. This is literally the best modification that you can do to your C6 generation Corvette. I don't know if it fits on a C7 generation Corvette, but for the most part, I can get this full-on lift from front to back very easily with my coilovers. So if you're looking for the best modification for your car, it's an air cup system. It's very simple and easy to install on the car. It will probably take you the better part of a couple of days to run all the lines and everything like that, but you know, I did this pretty easily in a garage by myself. Replaced all the leaf springs in the car, put coilovers on the car. I have BC Racing DS series coilovers. Took the coilovers apart, installed the air cups on them, ran the lines out to the back. So let's take a look at the back. Okay, so with this air cup system, you do have to run an air tank and an air compressor. It doesn't have to be this large, but because I'm using the full front and the rear, I don't want the air compressor going on all the time. I don't want it running forever either. So I opted to do a 5-gallon tank with 2 huge compressors. These are Air Max compressors. This is basically a setup that you can get from, I believe, airslamit.com or something like that. You don't have to use this. There's a lot of different setups that you can use from VI Air, which ranges from like a 1-gallon tank to a 5-gallon tank, you know, and everything far in between that. All you need to do is run a 3-way air valve system for the front and the rear. You can combine them and just have them all lift up at the same time, or like me, I have 2 switches for the front and the rear. So if I'm just getting into, you know, a driveway or a speed bump, you know, maybe all I need to do is just lift up the front of the car. So yeah, that's one of the main things with the setup that you do have to run. Okay, so now that the car is all lifted up, you can see that there's a 2-inch lift from front to back. You know, you can adjust the, you know, how fast you want the lift to be. It's all adjustable on the valve system that you use. It's all dependent on that. I'm not going to specifically say which valve system you need to use, but you know, just go look it up on any air ride, you know, systems or anything like that. There's a bunch of different valve systems that you can use, but for the most part, this is a pretty simple setup with 2 3-way check valves basically. It lifts up the car. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like once I lower the car. My car is about 1.5 inches lower than a stock Z06 would be, which is pretty low. Like I said, for the most part, this is the best upgrade you can do to your lowered car, whether it be a Corvette, a BMW, or anything like that. These are very easy to install. If you have any questions,